Okay, so for today's adventure, I'm making another mug cake. But today, and I usually make these in a bowl, but you can make them in a mug. Um, of course, I love sleeping late, so this is going to up my protein, and I really like these mug cakes if I can get a chance to eat them. So I'm going to change this recipe a little bit. This is a vanilla mug cake. I'm going to put blueberries and yogurt on top of it because I just really like the blueberries. I might even throw some blueberries in the batter. This goes in the microwave. So we are going to start with the protein powder. I'm going to do 1 scoop of this isolate protein powder, which I usually use for baking. It's this one, okay, whey protein. Um, it's usually a really big scoop. This one is bigger than most of them. That goes in. What's really nice about this is that you don't have to worry about making another dish. So that's kind of like your flour is your protein powder. Okay, I'm altering this recipe a little bit. So it says 1 tablespoon of coconut flour. I do have coconut flour, but I also have almond flour, so you could use either one. But I have a little bit of coconut flour left, so I'm going to use the coconut flour. I think the almond flour is a little bit coarser. Okay, I think this just kind of holds things together. So there's my tablespoon of coconut flour. Okay, let me see here. 1 tablespoon of granulated monk or some kind of sweetener. I'm not sure I need much of this for the simple reason is that my almond milk is sweetened, so I'm going to have a little bit sweeter. Okay, next, 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. So, here's the baking powder. All right. Baking powder. Okay. Let me get the recipe back because I hate these advertisements. Okay. Let me look for it. All right. And it's really kind of cool. Okay. And it also gives you the macros on this, so I can enter it right into Fitbit the way it is. But I change it a little bit. I usually put it in Chat GPT to figure out what the macros are. These are the macros on this particular recipe. It uses egg whites, but I am going to use regular egg because I don't have just egg whites. Anyway, I like full egg. Okay, let's see. Scroll down, scroll down. Sometimes I like when we used to have the written recipes better. Okay, here it is. So I've already put the granulated sugar in, the baking powder, a pinch of salt. Here's my salt. Pinch of salt. Okay. 3 tablespoons unsweetened almond milk. Well, this is sweetened almond milk, so that's what I'm going to use. Okay. 1, 2, 3. All right. I'm going to stick that in there. And you see, I've got this all in one little bowl. Let me see here. 2 tablespoons of egg white and 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. So I'm using a full egg. Here's the egg. Drop that in there. And 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. Whoops. Where's that teaspoon? Where did I do that? Oh, here you are. Okay, I like vanilla. It makes everything taste good. So, okay, that's not going to hurt it. All right. Goes on here. This goes on here. Salt. Put that back. All right, and now I'm just going to mix it up good. And then I'm just going to whisk this all together. And I am going to put it in the microwave. It says for 45 minutes on to 60 seconds on high, 45 seconds to 60 seconds on high. And then I am going to see if it's done, and if not, I'll put it in for a little bit longer. And then I'll put my yogurt and my, I usually use a fork to mix this, and a spoon. I'm going to use yogurt and some, so this is mixing it up. Let me get that spoon out of there. I'll need it in a minute. Okay. That aside. When I scrape the sides, I usually use the spoon, but for the egg and stuff, I want to mix it with a fork. You can use a whisk, but the whisk is a little bit bigger in here. I might just throw some blueberries in here, but I think I'll have the blueberries on top this time. All right, just getting all mixed up. See? Let me make sure that it's all combined. I'm going to use the spoon to see if there's any on the bottom. So the spoon, the fork, I mean. So I'm just scraping everything together. Okay. I want to get every bit of goodness off there. I want all my protein I can get, since I'm always late on my days off. All right. Still need a little more. It's not quite in the middle. It's a little bit liquidy still, so. So here is what it looks like. And I'm going to put my yogurt. I don't have much of this left. I'm going to put some yogurt on top. And this up, which adds a little more protein. Yesterday I did the chocolate. Today I got the vanilla. I think I was dreaming about the vanilla last night. Okay, there is the yogurt on top. Now I'll just wash some blueberries. I love blueberries, antioxidant. It's just one of my favorite berries. Throw those on top. There we go. And we have vanilla mug cake with yogurt and blueberries on top. Okay? Have fun eating it.